XRP holders, welcome back, and I hope you all are doing well. We've had an exciting week for XRP headlines, and as far as that goes, kind of one of the questions I wanted to kind of segue into is the conversation about the XRP price. Will we see $3 or will we see $1.50 first for XRP? All right. Also, we're going to touch upon those headlines. I'll give you guys my thoughts and analysis as we talk about what XRP is doing right now. But first, guys, if you have not done so, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please join us. Currently out of the office, we are traveling this weekend for the 4th of July holiday. So nice little holiday wedding weekend for me. So hope you guys all enjoy it. Stay safe for those of you that are in the States. And let's get down into the news, okay? But first, I do want to kind of talk about what we have going on in terms of BTCC. This is one of my trusted exchanges. I do have a link down below. This is an affiliate link, but with that link, you will get 10% bonus on your first time deposit. Also, there's no VPN KYC necessary, and also 40% lower trading fees. So if you are a leveraged trader out there, consider making the switch with a lot of other users who have switched to BTCC. That link is down below. Check it out. Do your research and due diligence. And if you want to start trading today, sign up with that link down below. Okay. But these are some of the headlines that we have talked about. Okay. And a lot of people, we're hearing some crazy price predictions, right? XRP $10, XRP $20. For me, guys, in 2025, we're talking, this is that $2 run where XRP can see $5 for me. It's going to be that $4 or $5 threshold. All right. We're not going to get too bullish, too optimistic. Kind of temper those, I guess you would call them expectations, in my personal opinion, all right? And it's something where I don't have that crystal ball. So, and I'm not trying to FUD XRP. So if XRP runs to $20 this year, great. I think we'll all be happy, okay? But I'm more realistic with my approach. I'm not cautious, but I'm realistic, okay? It's something where I think that you kind of have to put down the pom-poms and, if you want to be a cheerleader when it comes to rooting for crypto prices to go up, that's just not a good recipe for success, in my opinion, from doing this so long. You got to be realistic and you got to keep it real within your expectations, okay? But this is where we've had a lot of that U.S. banking news that is, in my opinion, kind of a huge catalyst, right? We've always talked about XRP not joining, but replacing the SWIFT banking system. And this is where we're going to get into this headline that I want to talk to you guys about. But first, I want to kind of segue into the XRP chart. $2.22. I mean, that is basically the best consolidation that we've seen in a while. I mean, XRP is on a pretty steady trajectory. If we go back the last 30 days, we're still only up 1.1%. There were some dips and some peaks where we got as high as $2.33. But we also had some opportunity there as we traded below $2. And that's been my strategy, right? Within trading, if I get some extra capital, make some gains, I'm putting in the XRP. I'm buying XRP around $2, okay? If we get close to it, if we get below it, that's been that floor that has been really steady throughout 2025, in my personal opinion. And I'm not selling XRP when it goes up to 230 and, making that quick, 15, 20%. It's just not what I'm doing, okay? But as we look into kind of these headlines, this is where we can talk about some of the headwinds that we have from the news, okay? A couple things from a macro standpoint, okay? The tariffs, the conflict in the Middle East, kind of dying down, but still around. So I think investor confidence is really a hinge to what that all entails. Also, the regulatory clarity that we got from Judge Torres, and that, I guess they lost it, but it kind of shut the book in what the SEC and the litigators were doing in that regard. Also, this is the big one, okay? We talked about this week. The first application, okay, between a U.S. national banking license with the OCC within a separate bid for a Federal Reserve master account, unlocking the Fed payment systems, okay? This is groundbreaking, and I don't think it's getting enough run as it should for what XRP is bringing to the table. Also, this is where the charts, the structure beneath the technical analysis with an XRP, higher highs and higher lows, looking at different candles. This is kind of all bullish for XRP, okay? But if you've been trading XRP for years, such as me, you do understand that it is kind of subject to what we're doing in the major market, okay? And what I mean by that is Bitcoin can run all at once, but if crypto is basically sideways, no matter what's coming out from the headlines, it seems like it's way easier to take a step back than to take a step forward, right? You get some news headlines saying that there's going to be another conflict in the Middle East. Next thing you know, guys, we are trading below $2. You get a headline such as the recent application for a US banking license, right? XRP is not going to go up 20% in one day based on that headline alone. But the stepping stone and where that could lead to is why I'm bullish on XRP as of recent. Okay. Also, the ETFs within XRP, this is something where if they do secure that, it's going to be great for adoption. But I don't think it's something that, if we look at Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, if you watch my stuff, you know that I'm more of a glass half full person when it comes to the ETFs. I don't really want to bring in the institutions, the big money into the game, manipulating the charts, all that good stuff. Crypto is meant to be crypto, and I just really don't, quite frankly, want, you know, stock traders and brokers being able to offer XRP or any other crypto asset in the form of an ETF, where it's more so traded on algorithmically based risk models versus just, hey, I believe in this project, I want to see it go to the moon. Okay. So that's kind of where we look into some of these headlines and headwinds, if you will, for a potential move to $10 or higher, as we've been discussed with a lot of analysts out there in the marketplace. Okay. But as we look into kind of what we've had, we did have a very brief recovery where the price of XRP went to $2.23. But as I said, guys, over the last 30 days, it's up 1.1%. So basically sideways as we look at all these metrics and indicators from a technical standpoint. Not enough to get me going in terms of what XRP is doing. Okay. But let's talk about $150 or $3, which will be first for XRP this year. Okay. Now, this is not FUD, but there is an avenue where XRP does hit $1.50. I think that's something that would not shock the world if we do see a little bit of exhaustion. Right now, Bitcoin's running hot. If we talk about kind of where they're at and where they've been trading at, going down the odds or going down the market cap list, you could see XRP trading at that fourth spot, right? And I do consider it third. I don't really incorporate stable coins into those rankings. But Bitcoin, they're still at 2.15 trillion, 108,000. Okay, we did push 110, couldn't break through, but I think that the market is trying to find its footing personally, and that's kind of why the summer has been always kind of a lull, if you will. But as we have this sideways movement, some declining volatility, this is something where XRP is coming about once again. I think if we break through some of these technical levels, we could really find ourselves in a very bullish situation where I could see XRP basically, you know, seeing this consolidation turn into a breakout, as we do see a lot of that sell side liquidity right there in the balance for us as traders. Okay. But the Bitcoin XRP pair, this is where we have not confirmed the breakout yet. Now, this has been very interesting to watch as we look for the key resistance zone at that 2100 SAT, which is just below that 100 and 200 EMA that we do look at quite often. And you can see that crossover that we did have. But within this, the wedge is still in play. If we do see another rejection, we could see a drop towards that lower 1800 SAT. But moreover, I do like for this indecision to kind of weigh in the balance, right? If we get one headwind, okay, and one, I think, good session, this could be enough to take XRP higher, to kind of wake up the echoes, if you will, and the bulls start entering once again. But I think that right now, the way the market is set up is no one's really looking to take on risk at this point. There's a lot of volatility still in the balance, but also I do think that this sideways action could bode well for the more intermediate to long-term outlook for XRP. You can basically see this consolidation all the way back to December of 2024. Yes, it was where XRP exploded, but zooming out, if you look long-term for XRP, it's essentially been in a consolidation pattern for the better part of 6 months. Okay, so that's what I got for you guys. It's all systems go. I think that the bullish headlines are all lining up. Everything's aligned with what we've been talking about. So us as traders, what we have to do is just kind of stay vigilant with the news. I think that XRP is not one of those assets that I'm looking to swing trade. I'm not looking to scalp any profits. It's a buy and long-term hold for me. It's an investment that I can't afford to miss out on if XRP would hit $10 or above, even $20 if we want to get really bullish. And that's how I'm playing it, right? I'm making profits. I'm stacking back into the blue chips that I have high conviction in. And that's been my strategy basically for 2025. So thank you guys for all tuning in. If you have not done so by now, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us. Leave a comment down below. How are you trading your XRP? I want to know down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember to check out BTCC on your way out. And we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.